Hello again, Lori here from Gathering Time and Grace. I'm a bit behind on my collab with Tracey. We had some sad news the last couple of weeks about a family member and a dear friend. So anyway, I did get the journal finished. I promised myself that I wouldn't make a chunky journal. I think this little one needs to be on a diet. Anyway, we shall take a walk through here. I've just tied it with the ribbon there. On the spine, I just put a piece of lace and some antique buttons. Tracey said she really likes buttons, so I tried to incorporate them into the journal and on the cover. So this is a button here and a button here. I think these are vintage. Probably those ones are too. They're probably all from about the 30s or 40s. Tracey said she likes things from the 20s, 30s, and 40s, so I dug out all my magazines that have, of that genre in them. So I put this lovely lady from the 40s on the front here with her pup. And you can hear mine barking in the background. And I used a piece of a doily here for a little pocket with a little envelope here from 1965. And we have the Girls' Own Annual. I have one from the 20s, so I used quite a bit of, articles from that as well. Made a little pocket here. Maybe, there we go. And just a little piece in there. Closed it with the corsage pin. And then a tag here with a lovely from the 30s actually on there. Some rag paper, some old ephemera here, a little tuck spot here, and I had some items that I scanned and put in here. I'm not sure where this one came from actually. And then a little lace cluster, which I'm sure these lace clusters have added bulk to the journal. And I lace dyed some paper, another piece of ephemera. This is Chuck Lee Hand Laundry from the 1920s in Paris, Ontario. The shirts, silk, are 20 to 25 cents. Collars, 3 to 4 cents. Cuffs for a pair are 6 cents. Yeah, the fronts are 5 cents to 10 cents for ladies' list. Handkerchiefs are 2 cents. Silk handkerchiefs are 3 cents. So there you go. And then it's just some more ephemera here. I took this wrapping paper, made a pocket, and then a little booklet here with some pictures from the 20s. And this here is just the information from the book that I used, A Still and Woven Blue from 1974. That can go in there. And then this little piece is from the Girls' Own Annual as well. And then another little piece here with the wrapping paper. And these lovely ladies out for the day. Maybe they were playing croquet or lawn bowling, or they had a church meeting. And just a picture of Blue Boy, because he was blue. And then another little pocket here with a letter in there. Beautiful blue, kind of green blue paper, aqua paper. And more ephemera. And the other side of the laundry list there. And this here is over the page, little thing here that I made with the paper clips. Just a piece here that I scanned from a music book that I have. Oops. And on this side, this lovely young lady from the 30s. And we have an advertisement for Ivory Snow. And a pattern for embroidery. And the Slacks Brigade, this is from the 40s when ladies went to work in the factories when the men were off at war. And here's a lovely recipe from the 40s. Salad aux sweets with Hellmann's mayonnaise, lettuce, and all kinds of fruit. And the back of that particular page from the Girls' Own Journal this year is also from, I think this one is from the 30s. I can't remember. And I have another little page here that I scanned and just put in here. So I'll just leave that. And this lovely lady here. And I made a tag. Somebody's being served lunch. And the hat, because it was blue. And here's a piece of ephemera from 1928 for Parker's Dye Works. Whatever was purchased was $2. And here's this lovely lady relaxing after she's hung her laundry out. And this was from a 40s magazine, I think 48. Another little cluster there. And another piece of vintage ephemera. And I took a piece of paper and, you know, crinkled it and manipulated it until it felt like material. And it actually does feel like material. It's quite interesting. And here we have a telephone call page and more advertising. This one here is when baby's tears come from childhood constipation. And then the rest of it is on the other page. And here's the middle spread, blue again. And Fletcher's Castoria for, well, let me see that first. For helping with constipation. And then on this side we have Jergens face cream. And the other half of that material, paper material. And here's another advertisement. Keep fresher, feel smoother, stay daintier. And this here is from 1934, Electric Company. More of the lace-dyed paper. And here's just a little collage with a lovely from the 20s taking a rest after playing, looks like maybe badminton. And here's the other half of the laundry page there. Her neighbor's still hanging her laundry out. This was from the 40s, actually. And here's Tower Bridge in London. And this piece here I made out of the packaging that lace came in from the dollar store. And I just added some die cuts to it and made a little booklet here. And a little pocket here with some lace. And this one here is oleomargarine. And all of us of a certain age remember oleomargarine when you had to squirt the orange into it and, you know, squeeze the bag to get it all throughout. And then this piece here is from the Girls' Own Annual from the 20s. Make sure I'm in frame here. And another Girls' Own. And on this page here, this here was Collier's magazine from January 21st, 1933. Look at the hair. And of course we have to have a bit of Edith. And I made a button card with 3 vintage buttons on it in a white ruler here, cardboard ruler actually. And I took a butterfly wing and made a little pocket here. And this here is the iron-on transfer. Housewife with her gown on. Here's a pocket. Tracey really likes hockey, so I tried to include that in, or I did include that in here. Montreal Canadiens. I'm not sure of her favorite team. And a little tag that I made. And this here is a postcard, actually, from Floral Magazine. Flow Magazine, right. So there. Another little fabric cluster. And this cutie here I scanned from my pictures and getting ready to step into the ocean. I would imagine that's probably earlier than the 20s. The spread here is lovely. And she loves chickadees, so I found a page with some chickadees on it. Of course, there's the tufted titmouse and the bush tit, but we do have the little chickadees there. Another lovely from the 40s. This here is actually from 1885, April. Just a list of, looks like fabric and thread. Thread was 10 cents. Huh. This here is hilarious. This is on a cruise ship. In the ship's beauty parlor, fashion-conscious women paid $1.25 for the delicate Marcel wave. It looks like something from outer space. Wonder how long that took. Interesting. And here's a vintage postcard, and we have Coley's Dairy here. This piece, I think, was from Nancy. And then an advertisement for Cashmere Bouquet Talc. Some more rag paper. And this here was going through that box of stamps that I have, and I couldn't get them apart, and there was two like this, and I thought, oh, I'll just use those for a cluster in the book. Turned out kind of cool. And then here we have a belly band. This here, I have the original ration book, so I scanned it and put it back together again, and then I did include some real ration cards. And then a little die cut here. I cut a hole in the envelope and just slipped these two little pieces in there for some extra decoration. And here we have Stop Corns, End Pain Instantly, Dr. Scholl's Zyno pads. And here I made a tag with a music sheet that had been my mother's. And there's the other half of the iron-on. And this here pocket here, I think I read this before. Marie isn't in just now. This is her 111-pound, 5'3" blonde, blue-eyed sister from Collier's magazine, and that would have been in the 1933 one. Here's another little picture of a little lovely that I scanned, and a large playing card because it's blue. This here, we have 4 signatures, by the way. And this here is to Elsie from Daddy, Xmas 1927. And another advertisement here for undergarments. And what is, I can't remember what, insurance form or check. Here's a belly band here with another lovely from the 40s. It's a double one. I don't know where the card went for that. I'll have to put another one in there. And here we have just a piece of applique that I've glued on, and this picture here I scanned from my collection. I don't know whether Elsie's running away from home or going to her daughter's. She has the newspaper to read on the train. Her suitcase is tied with a string, or she's just had enough and she's running away. I don't know. Or, I don't know. I'm going with she's going to visit her daughter. Little die cut cluster there. Another little piece from the Girls' Own Paper and Women's Magazine from the 20s. And grocery list, and a little Edith. Love that. With the birds. And again from the Girls' Own Annual there from the 20s. And another little cluster. This here I made from an envelope and just used some die cuts on it. And you can just slip some stuff in there and it holds it quite tight. From the Girls' Own Annual again. Here's the other cluster of the stamps. The other half of the insurance check from the 1920s. I think that was from Nancy at Wishes and Weeds. It's a little picture there. These lovely ladies, afternoon fashion for the Alaska cruise with the coastal mountains and glacier as a backdrop. Do people dress up on cruises like that anymore? I've never been on a cruise, so I get seasick. And here's another advertisement here from the 40s, and then I just added some advertising from that same magazine. Scotty's Tissues and Modest for your period, I guess. They must be pads or napkins. Love this. Thought that would be so cute, backed and made into a journaling card. So yeah. And then here we have the back of that advertisement of the bra, and this is the rest of the undergarment, the girdle. How uncomfortable those must have been to wear. My aunt wore one forever. I don't know how the heck she got into it. And another advertisement here for soft weave tissue. And we're at the end here. And a little pocket with little chickadees. So this is Tracey's journal. I hope she enjoys it. It's certainly fluffier than I had anticipated. So yeah, that's that. And then I had a package here of just some different things I was going to send along for her. I love this. Black Cap Chickadee 1948. So that fits within her. And then just a little packet of, you know, little incidentals. So that's it. I will be mailing this off today, and I hope everyone is keeping well, and I will talk again soon. Bye-bye.